Forgot them dope beats.
Professor Yahweh, my brother, Tampa Bay, Florida, man. We got you covered, man. You got some amazing work. Certain things that we do, you know, just as a creative point, it really turns me on here at VTSV Auto, just because I know, you know, that's the way to do it. It presents a level of difficulty, but once you achieve it, it just makes you feel that much better. You know what I'm saying? So doing the floor pan in this car, the way that we're doing it, is one of those situations, because this is a car, first car we did a complete floor pan removal and replace. We separated the body mount brace that mounts here underneath. We separated the floor pan, and then we separated the firewall piece up here. As you already remember, I told you from this brake line here, all of that's firewall. From here back to here, this is floor pan. And from here all the way back is trunk floor. You know, that's how those pieces was put in. You know, so we going back in the same way. It was rotted out here, if you remember. Red fixed this area. We got the videos, everything, him trimming everything up with the new piece. Now we're about to take the floor pan, that piece, all the other little pieces that have to do with this floor pan, to the sandblasters, get everything stripped, all the corrosion, dirt build up, and it's gonna be clean, raw metal. We'll bring it back to the shop, treat it, prep it to prevent rust, and then go ahead and start welding in. We'll go back with this piece first, finish that firewall piece, and then we'll sit the floor pan in. Now we'll actually do the brace and the floor pan, and then we'll go ahead and just start welding everything up, continuous weld. So it's definitely gonna be good work. You know, it was a ton of work going into this. Another thing that I wanna tell you guys, you know, for all the people that have this stuff in their car, make sure you don't put the sound deafener in your car until after the work is done. Because what this does is, if you see the video, we had to strip and clean all of this stuff off first. And then once they did it, the bad metal work that they did to the floor pan, they hid it by Bondo. They covered everything up by putting Bondo on the welds to where you really can get an accurate depth of how bad of a job it was. So on the top, it looked okay until you seen everything that we showed you underneath the bottom of that floor pan, which is really, you know, unacceptable. But, you know, taking this off is gummy, so we gotta get this off. And then all of this stuff right here is Bondo. All of this is Bondo covered up. So we gotta hand strip all of this to the metal. But when you do, it gives you an opportunity to protect that metal now. This is weld through primer we put on because we know we gotta continue to weld and everything's to be protected. So a ton of work that went into this floor, but I promise you, this is gonna be one of the best floor pans we did. The patch pans does work too. It just creates, you know, I think just as much as work is doing the whole floor. So if you can get a whole floor pan, it's not gonna change the amount of money, because even though you're doing 4 patches, and if you do this back here, that'll be 6 patches, the 2 front seat, back seat patch, and then the butt seat where your butt go on the back seat. And then the same thing on this side, that'll be 6 patches. Well, the same amount of labor, once you add in what you gotta do to the top wheels and the bottom wheels, if you got a floor pan, it's gonna pretty much be the same thing. You're probably gonna have 80 hours easy in doing everything, you know, from front to rear. So why not get it clean like the factory had it, and, you know, beautiful.
But that's how you make the gem.
Oh yeah, we got you covered, Yahweh. We working at it. Another thing I like for my customers, you know, me and him, he knew when he brought me the car that it was gonna be a few months before we actually could touch it because of all of the work. You know, he put his deposit down on this car. Not only that, he came back and bought parts. You know, he bought a QA1 complete set. You guys know what that costs. He bought a set of bare brakes, front and rear. That's another $5,000 ticket. You know, so, you know, shout out to all my customers that support our brand, for the guys that watch our videos in other states that call in and order parts. You know, shout out to y'all too. The guy, somebody called me from California and ordered a part. Another brother ordered one from Jacksonville. So they actually still waiting on them. The QA1 prototype stuff still haven't been released yet. So it's about to be released, but they had a couple price issues that they had to correct the prices before they ship everything out. So thanks for your patience, thanks for your support. You know, like I say, man, like and subscribe to the channel, man. We're gonna keep this content coming, man. Let's go. VTSV Auto, baby. What's going on, guys? We back at you, man, with some good news, man. I'm excited. Y'all see the army green. Y'all know if y'all been following the channel, whenever you see the army green, man, you know it's an etching primer. That means this thing getting ready to go back in. You know, if you guys been watching along, we got the pieces back from the, to actually get it stripped. The powder coaters, the same people that powder coat my frames, they strip any parts for us that we're gonna have corrosion and everything. So if you remember in the video, the customer bought a complete floor pan out of another vehicle because his floor pan in his car was pretty bad. I explained that the firewall piece, where the firewall actually started, where this actually is located, was up front, obviously upside down. So we had to separate this piece, which is why you see a lot of drill parts in it. But in the video, if you remember, both of these pieces, which is the body mount location, was together, welded. And we had to drill the welds out, drill everything out, separate these pieces because we only needed the firewall piece that I'm gonna show you inside of Professor Yahweh's convertible 73. But real quick, I think it's dope that we have a body mount. If you guys have the car at the bottom of your car, this is the body mount where the frame, the bolt goes through the body mount bushing and it ties the frame to the body. Where you got 2 of these holes in the front on both sides, you have like, I think it's 6 on each side all the way back. But a lot of these pieces on the car, we actually had to fabricate because it was rotted out. But on this one, it was still good. So we kept it, we sent it out to the powder coaters, got it stripped. You know, even the caster nut still moves freely. You know, they give you this play because when you put the body mount on, sometimes it might not be right in the middle. So you have play to, you know, where that bolt can catch it and then you can line everything up. But yeah, so we gotta, sometimes we'll save a part, strip it, put it in etching primer to make sure it's clean, good. But we don't need this piece for this particular build, so we'll archive that piece and see it in the later days. But this is the actual piece that we need for the floor pan. We separated it from that, which was also attached to the front of the floor pan up front. So we got that coming, that's good, clean. But I tell you what, guys, let's take a look at this floor pan. Like, it's a pretty good floor pan. It does have the complete braces in it. You know, if you remember in the video, once we got it, we cleaned it before we even sent it out to get powder coated, actually stripped so we can prime it. We had to separate it because it still had the rocker panels. Your rocker panels weld, your floor man weld to your rocker panels here. So we had to separate the old ones off, clean everything off to be able to weld this to the car because the car already have the rocker panels in it. But we got everything clean, we got it all drilled. Once it became back, before we even sent it, we had to fit it. Once we separated these pieces, that gave us the ability to fit it into the car to make sure everything fits good. Red got a good snug fit how he wanted, all of the weld lines and points lined up for everything. So that was perfect. We got everything lined up with the back brace, front, everything. So we knew it was good. Now we can take it out. We sent it out to get it stripped. All of the corrosion and, you know, surface rust that was on it, you know, the sandblast is gonna get it off and it's gonna look perfect. Once we get it back, we even sanded, DA'd a little more. You probably use a 180 grit DA just to kind of clean everything smooth, and then we etch and prime it. So now the etch and primer protects it from any rust coming in the future. The raw metal is protected now. So we can do whatever we want to this. Once we weld it back in, we can, you know, we can undercoat it and then paint it, or we can prep it and paint it depending on how far Mr. Professor Yahweh want to go. But, you know, it looks the same exact. We just got it laying flat on a stand and it fits this, but if we was to flip it over, the same top side is the same way, very clean, not a lot of rust holes. But yeah, he got a good floor and he going in the right way. But I want you guys to stay tuned to the channel. Like, this is our first full, complete, you know, remove and replace of a floor pan. This is the first opportunity a customer bought a floor pan, something like this. So if you get a floor pan like this with the trunk piece, you know, you can pay $2,000, $3,000 plus for those parts when it's not rusted. So you have to get lucky to find it. But if you do, this to me is the best way to do a floor pan versus the patch pans that you've seen us do before. We can do those as well, but this one's a lot cleaner because you don't have the additional weld lines from the, you know, from all of the welding in. When we grind it down smooth, it still look pretty slick like this. So definitely dope. Stay tuned, guys. VTSV Auto, baby. VTSV Auto, man, we're gonna keep it going, man. We got some shots inside the car. I showed you guys the floor pan. I explained to you the location where it welds in at. If we look, these are your rocker panels here. So from this weld line here all the way up, if you can see it a lot cleaner, this line here, this is your rocker panel all the way back, which is a very, very important support beam on your car. And then your floor pan welds into this lip of the rocker panel. That's why we had to drill these spot welds out here. Well, for whatever reason, this is the, I told you guys in there when we was in the paint booth that this is a body mount. I showed you the body mount here. I explained to you where you screw the body mount screw in through the bushings, and it attaches to the frame. Well, you can see on here, this is a piece that's a part of the support to the floor pan. Well, they had it cut off here. So we had to weld this piece in, red welded that piece in, put it back to the factory location. So when we weld the floor pan in, everything else will actually fit perfect, you know. So I thought that was cool. But all of the stuff that you see is red metal. That's weld through primer, where all of the, we're protecting that metal because we're gonna have to weld to it. Sometimes when you don't have the weld through primer and you weld it together, you still can get corrosion and surface rust that eventually comes through because of that. So this kind of just double protects everything. And then the importance of the separate piece. Red, my brother. Let's see if I can get it in. So you seen on the video when Red had this piece, he was trimming it. Now you can see the importance of it. You see the grooves. This is a factory piece that matches the grooves here. I got it, Red. No worries, keep going. It fit so perfect, it was that easy. So this is why we had to weld this piece back on, shape it, make it, and weld it in, because it's a structural support for the firewall piece. This side has it. This was factory, which is the back part of the body mount, is a structural support piece for this firewall piece that we had to make. Just this top piece was rotted out, but this wasn't. Well, for whatever clearance reasons, whoever did the floor pan work, they cut it off. Well, we welded it back on to give it the steel support that it is for this firewall, and that's what this piece is for here. So now, when we weld everything in and weld it back together, not only are you, one, using a factory piece, two, you welding everything back into the factory locations, and three, once we welded in both sides and grind everything down, you won't even know that that's a separate piece to the firewall. It'll be unison with the rest of the firewall. And then after that, the step is to bring the floor pan in, sit it in, because if you remember, as I taught you first, when we first went over floor pan and firewall separation, this is the line that separates the firewall. So everything from this line forward is the firewall. Everything from this line backwards is the floor pan all the way back, as I explained to you in the earlier video. So, you know, I don't want to be a know-it-all. I just think it's important for you guys that's building these cars to see, know, experience these cars in depth, so you'll know exactly what you're getting into dealing with cars like this. So this is VTSV Auto, floor pan done the right way. Don't forget it. We don't play no games, man. Let's go. Who wants some?